So, 2 days after reopening, rod only match, as if it was gonna be hard enough already, we've decided to make it even tougher for ourselves. We decided we needed to really show our support for this venue, and Billy as well is a good lad, so why not? There's some really good anglers in this team, and if there's any really good fish in here, no doubt we'll be able to pick a few out.
Baby carp doo doo ba doo ba doo.
First fish, and it's a carp. Definitely not what I was expecting, and it's in absolutely mint condition. Usually with KHV they're really blistered and poorly, but this fish looks absolutely brand new.
Oh, what a take. That one's you want in it, Cormorant. As soon as it hits water, shabam.
So that fish has absolutely hammered that pellet. So I'm starting off with a 6mm hard pellet, and I'm pinging out 4mm with the catapult, and I'm chucking out to about 14 to 16 meters, just like I do when I'm doing slappy with the pole. It's the exact same thing that I'm doing, but just with a waggler instead and with the rod. So my plan is to keep feeding one area, try to keep casting into that area,
Feels decent.
build a swim, try and get a load of fish there and see if I can get an instant reaction. So the reason I've started off with a waggler is because I was starting reasonably deep, so 3 to 5 foot. I love to use a proper traditional waggler for that. I just think they're epic bites, you can't miss them, and they just plop in really nice as well. Ultimately, I'm trying to get those fish up in the water, and when I start to do that, that's when I'll change the float.
Oh look, it's got a float in its gob. That poor bugger's had that in its mouth for all that time. I've hooked a float. I haven't all. That poor bugger. Lewis, see if this top kit fits your pole. That's been it water a while, that bugger. It's got black hydro in it and all. The guru float. Has this little fish broke that and pulled that in?
I mean, you're doing okay when you're catching carp and top kits.
That's on.
So what was that? 3-4 seconds before that bite, and then fish on. Perfect. I'm really happy with that. If I can get a fish every 3 to 4 seconds after chucking in, I'm going to get a really good weight.
6mm. Come on, dude.
So that is a really nice sized hide, and that is pretty much what I was expecting to catch a lot of today, especially with a lot of the carp dying in this pond. I thought, it was going to be eyed galore. Are we going to see any more of them? So that is typical of what I've done today throughout this match. Casted out, fed a few pouches of pellets, and within seconds it's got a reaction. I've had a bite and fish on.
Well, these carp look lovely and healthy. Yeah, these look mint.
If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like. It really does make a big difference to my videos. And also, if you've not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. It's completely free and I don't want you to miss any of my future videos. Thank you.
I've got some fight in it, this fish. Gotta be foul up this. I think it's in tail. I think it's in tail. What is it, mouth? He's just got some fight in him. Come off again. It's not catch and release, Cormorant.
So I know what you're thinking about the length of the video. Why is it so long? Well, we only have this rod only match once a year. I want to really capture that. And also, you know, enjoy the fight. That's what's so good about the rod. It's an amazing experience. I don't want to edit that and spoil it.
Because these heads are tormenting me.
So the bites on the waggler were definitely taking longer than when I changed floats and shallowed up later in the video. But this is where you're growing into your swim. This is where you're learning whether you need to go deeper, whether you need to go shallower, seeing what effect your feeding pattern's having. The start is always just kind of feel your way into the peg.
Well, last winter we fished it quite a lot on here. We fished it quite a lot on here last winter, and we were getting some really nice skimmers out of here. It is. It is. So you'll do it some good losing some of them. That's correct. And these look lovely and healthy, all these fish. Not a mark on them. All them hours have had time to recover and all. They look brand new again. No poles allowed. No pole allowed. Whoa, what a take. That's what we're after. Just ripping line out.
So did you see it or did you miss it? I slowed it down for you and I zoomed in a little. You could just see the line really tightening up. That's how well that fish took that bite.
Yep, he's not happy with me. You were in double figures about 10 fish ago. You can't get a bite. Are you in again? I've only just heard you put a fish in net. Well, I need bigger carps than that one. I'm going to be knackered by the end of today. Should we make this a 3 hour, Matt?
So as you can see, the Sandmartin carp are not failing in fight. They're notorious for it and they have still got it. So really healthy fish, full of fight. Get yourselves on it.
Team horrible, so this does make sense. You are in team horrible. Oh, make a change, catch a fish.
So why did I change to a 4mm pellet? So what was happening is I kept seeing loads of fish up at the surface. I couldn't quite identify whether they were carp or eyed. I was suspicious about it. I thought maybe they are eyed. So I thought I'd put a 4mm pellet on and see what I catch, because that's what they're coming up for, the 4mm.
Yay!
Well, it's definitely not eyed. So they are smaller carp, but they are carp. And if I can catch them up shallow, you know, in a much shallower depth than what I'm fishing at now, that would be living the dream, because that means I'm going to get fish much faster.
Oh, that was stuck in right, weren't it, fisher? Little stocky, 2 pounder. I can only dream of heights that you've got. Ooh, just put that right in that group of fish. Come on, gotta go. I'm gonna say that had to go. Literally laid it on him.
So now you can see why I've not edited loads out, and it is a much longer video, because there is some amazing takes that I get throughout this match. If you can get to the end, I'll be very impressed, but I promise you it'll be worth it.
Jesus Christ, fish. Must be foul up, this thing. You what? Yeah. Went to a smaller rock as well. I thought they were eyed that were up in water, but I'm starting to think it might be little carps. If he has with no chance, it's game over now. Yeah, started to get some bites now. I think this is foul up, this. Not, is it, mouth? What a fighting fish that is. Not a particularly big fish, but just a beast. You what? It's because last carp I had on were at Oldcroft and they're a bit bigger than here. Yeah. I was just about to bring that in and I've hooked it.
So what has happened there, I was just about to reel in and it snatched it as I were doing it.
Oh, we have best silver than best carp.
The voice you keep hearing me talking to is Gary, to my right, aka the
You're gonna do
Cormorant.
well over 50-pounder ride.
Now Gary has been next to me quite a few times lately. I don't know why, but they call him the Cormorant for a reason. Because when you sit next to him, you can't catch no fish, because he catches them all. But I'm hoping today
All
I'm
I
going to
can
have the
hear is
last laugh.
clutches.
He is getting an Eider chuck on his waggler. He is feeding it epically with
You know what I
maggot.
mean?
He's
Full
decided
throttle
to
with that
go
little,
out
can
and
hear his
out
clutches.
silvers. And he's catching really heavy. The Eider in here range between 1 to 3 pound. So it's a really good tactic. And he is hammering it.
You don't need maggot, I'm only on pellets. You gotta feed more. I've already used 2 pints. About 2.5 when it rains on there. Oh! Nearly lost my rod there, grabbing catty. Oh, I've got them cooking now, this is what we want.
So the bites are starting to get much quicker now. I didn't even get a chance to grab my catapult and the line was ripping round. You just heard me say there, I've got them cooking now. This is what I want. What that means is I've got them massively competing. So they're attacking everything that's hitting that water now. I'm not really looking at it. And that's why I'm getting really quick bites now. That is what you want when you're fishing shallow. That means I can make some more changes, fish even shallower, smaller float, hopefully more fish and quicker bites.
You're not allowed to copy him. Has it done you again? Why did it keep wrecking you? You've got your clutch on. I don't understand it. You're on £1 bottoms. I'm only on a 4.
Mine's only £4.
So I'm only on a 4. Do you want some £4 bottoms? You know they don't read the script. God, this is a strong fish. That is the strongest fight of the day so far, that fish. What a fight that were.
Well, it's a classic crazy common trying to pull my arm off. I mean, I even had to let go of the landing net handle so I could hold the rod with both arms. This fish was pulling that hard, it was beating me.
I'm catching skin bobs now. Only skimmer kings can catch skim bobs.
So catching a skimmer, definitely not what I want. It's not a bad fish to catch, but that's telling me the dynamic's changing. I think the carp might have gone a bit more shallow. If skimmers are getting there before the carp definitely aren't at that depth. So it's time to start shallowing up, I think. So I've had to wait quite a while for that bite, but as soon as I catted in some bait, I've had an almost instant response. I definitely think those fish have started to shallow up now.
Thank you. Coming on.
So you can see there in that shot, I'm only fishing about 2 foot deep there, and I still had to wait quite a while for that bite. It was only when I catted in that it went round again. So I think the fish are even more shallow than that.
Going round. Trying hard.
What a tech. Did you see the big splash before it went? You know what fish that is. That's my fish.
Are they catching up there? Ian's emptying it. Ian's got 200 pound already.
So Ian is 2 pegs to my left, and he is absolutely emptying it. That is the favoured peg on the lake. The fish don't jump in your net. You still got to do the right things.
You are?
So as well as I'm catching, Ian is
No,
still
I've got
catching even better than I am.
£37. This might get me up to 40. There's about 2.5. I bet you've got 40 in all, if not more. You a bad liar. You a bad liar. I'm gonna have a word with Horrible Craig. I'm gonna have a word with Horrible Craig about your behaviour today. It's been ultra horrible. I'm just waiting for that line to go now.
So I just managed to show you there as well. As I was catapulting, we've then zoomed in on the line that's ripping round. that means the fish has already took the bait, it's diving away, and my rod is ready to rip round.
Yeah, look at them all. Definitely need to go shallower. Might be time for a smaller float. There is so many carp here now, it's unreal. Stage 2.
So you could see in the zoomage of the water that I put on there, there is a lot of fish up in the water, snaffling them pellets as soon as they're in it. It's definitely time to swap to a real short waggler, pellet waggler, shorten that depth up, and see if we can get those really shallow fish.
Let's see if this works then. Might use one of these floats for time. Yep. Yeah, and then I put one of them guru things on. Because they're that far up in water now, that waggler were too long. That little guru one you give me. Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, that, because it's only about 3 inches.
Like that, a little grey one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My waggler were too long for depth.
So you've just seen that completely live without any editing, me changing the float, changing the depth, chucking it out, fish on straight away. That's what it's about. Feeling your way around the peg, understanding the bites, understanding the signs on the water, and making that change when you have to.
You knocked my band off. Better plop, I think. I think that's a better plop. Yep, it is. They didn't like plop of that guru float. I've swapped it for a little of them wood ones, them Preston ones, and they've took that straight away on plop.
So after a few chucks with that guru pellet
Told you,
waggler,
didn't it?
I'd realised that the fish just did not like that plop. They were still there, but they did not like the plop from that one. So I've changed to a Preston balsa one, similar height, just makes a much nicer plop, and boom, fish on.
2 plops, 2 fish.
So now this method is proving to be absolutely lethal. I mean, these bites are getting almost instant now. I've really found the depth they want to be at. I've got a massively competing. I'm having to feed a lot, but it's working. And I'm happy to keep doing that if they're happy to keep coming and taking that bait.
Come on, you angry little bugger. Instantly took that fish.
Instant bite. Now we're absolutely smashing it out of the park. This is the dream. From shallow fishing point of view, it doesn't get any better than that. The conditions are perfect, nice breeze, overcast. Absolutely in my element right now.
That's a better fish. That is a better fish. Oh, whisker, poor bugger.
So that is a much better quality fish. Exactly what I'm looking for. The bigger fish have worked their way up. I caught that one in the whisker. No wonder it fought so hard.
Again. I've got time to pick Gatsy up. Imagine what weights we'd have had today if we'd have had both sides. They got mental. We'd all be knackered. You are? You're not stealing my carp. That should be on. Come on, take that now. That's got to be on. Thank you.
So what had happened there is I'd just missed a big bite, recasted, and this time I really waited until that float absolutely buried before I've took it.
Oh, I've got him right near eye. Be careful, pal. There we go. He must have been eyeing that up. It's a better fish. That one's I need.
So we're starting to see now that some of the fish are starting to foul up, as in side of the face, in the whisker, near the eye, and that's because they're competing that much. They're just running around like, well, swimming around like mad heads, and they're not really using their mouth as much as what they need to be. So it's good that they're competing, but I really need them to start putting it in the mouth.
Come on, the carp. That's it? Are you going to tell all your friends about me? Yeah, there we go. You know when you do a cast and you just know it's a fish cast? That was the one. Yeah? Yeah. Come on, the fishes. Have you got any donuts as well? I knew we'd be busy today. I totally knew we were going to be busy today. There we are.
So you can really see now the impact that this shorter pellet waggler and a shorter depth is having compared to the waggler in the beginning of the video. Now in the beginning of the video I couldn't just fish this depth with this waggler, I wouldn't have had a bite. The fish weren't there. So it is important that you do have different wagglers set up to allow you to do different kinds of fishing at the best level that you can do it. It only takes 2 seconds to swap them over, and this is how you can develop your swim and really build up a good weight throughout. The last few fish that I've had have been almost instant bites now, especially later on in the match. This is it. It doesn't get any better. You've just got to hope that you've done enough to get where you need to be. Come on. Can we get 100 pounds? I've done 40 per net. If I get 100 pounds today, I'll be buzzing. Last hour left. the last few fish have also been much bigger in size than most of the match. Typical of the last 2 hours, the bigger fish start to show, so it's really nice to catch these up in the water as well. They're real big weight builders, and they're going to make a real big difference to where I finish in this match.
Let's walk up now. We're gonna need a bigger boat. No, it's probably a little one with a bad attitude. Gonna smack me up in net and all. Yep. Good fighting fish that. You pal about it soon here.
So what I've done there is I've thrown out a little beyond where I've been normally catapulting. Then I've put a load of bait where I would normally put it, and I've just reeled the floor into that area, and it's prompted an instant bite.
A nice fisher. It'll be good, that 4 kings, it'll be right good. Yeah, it fished really well, didn't it? Considering both sides were in. That's the first time I've ever been on there with both sides in. It fished right good. What? That's a good fish.
Did the old classic, throw it in, look away, look back, the float is gone. Every trick in the book, you've got to use them. Well, that is a cracking fish to end on. Now let's see how we got on.
Yeah, I bought it with my own money. It's my bucket, this one.
What are you saving up with bar?
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
$34.12.
34.12. Got a nice weight, dear.
Banana man.
Same it with that and all.
Well, he's emptied it then. For someone who couldn't catch him.
Bomb down.
I'm bombed out, March.
Yeah.
Do you want a picture of this one or that one?
That one. Why you got all them flyers?
Terrible.
Leave it worse back down here, mate.
If you want one match, I'm chucking you in.
41,
Down
14.
41.14.
What you got then?
At 106. Well done, Danny. Gonna chuck it on up, mate. Oh, yeah. It's a much bigger bucket, this one, isn't it?
Straight.
Yeah.
They've been in 4 foot of water. Yeah, like that, yeah. Been in 4 foot of water. 4 foot. 4 foot.
21-1.
They've been in 4 foot of water.
No, that's one of them.
We've got a professional adder-upper here. Here, there you go. You the man.
44.9.
Look at this, a lovely net. Again,
Got more than 60.
good net. Really good net.
The one in it? No. You haven't got 80 pounds. Oh no, it's come out. Sure, it's come out. Alright, mate, 80 pounds. Get.
Shanks, he always lies.
I don't. Every time. 65 pounds. Hello,
What?
chatting.
They're mine, isn't it?
We know what liar is now, don't we?
41-14. Eh?
41-14.
Nice split, did it?
Well
What
done.
liar is now, don't we?
86.7.
Well done, Shanks. There.
$45.8. Nearly £50 here, isn't it? But we knew all along.
Nice day out though, lads, isn't it?
Yep.
Right down left. Okay. Rain's kept up on it. Hold on,
Net
Darren.
violation. 49.8.
49.8.
49.8.
You can't lie straight in bed either.
So why would you want to sell it?
Well, I don't know. You don't know, do you?
I don't think people are going to buy it, are they?
Of course they will.
My doom.
Somebody want to grab a hook or? No? Okay, I'll just do it, don't worry.
£95, mate. That's what clicks.
42 free. You got an hole at the bottom of that kink.
Yeah,
come on.
it's going to get sticked up this winter. Yeah, it's only like that, yeah.
25. Oh. 26-1. There you go, mate.
Well, not in the gap, well away from it in deeper water, about 4 foot.
That'd be nice.
It just kept going though.
8-7. £30.12.
We'll have to, mate.
Okay.
What's on it? $14.10.
Happy dear.
Yeah, but really good. Some of these are fish.
46-11. Yeah, you get it on here before you put them back in there.
So don't put them back in there.
Right.
44.13.
No, don't. You have a nightmare with that. Just pull that second ring down through. Then you've got your jug now, mate. That's it, then that was in there. That's it, and then just put bottom one in. You want a picture of this one or other one?
You don't want a picture of him.
You like Gary Tuck? We're on widescreen.
Listen, not bothered. I had a fucking stage and missed it. It's been highlight of my weekend.
47.13.
Yeah, that one. Pull that through. Yeah, and then that's your top lip then. And that's what you spin into there. That's it. It's a lot easier when you do it that way.
He'd rugby tackle it at blower.
What a split.
47.8.
Did you get Lewis? I think 95. Not that far. 49. 3.
Well done, Louise. It's alright, mate. Well.
More than 50 now.
Take his GoPro off now. It's cold now.
Yeah, there's no 50 there.
No. Your fingers.
Ooh, error!
Is that 55?
Yeah,
55.
yeah, it's error.
Yeah, them scales actually go up to £66 then.
It's flash 66, then went over.
So it has gone way over.
That's what I thought.
You'd have had £100 you today.
Yeah. 24, 6.
24.
It's not. I did mine to 40s. I'm not naughty. It might not even be 40 in that.
Well, like I said, I don't fish a lot of these venues, so I'll pull you off a piece of 43, 12.
Last hour.
So fiddling with scales. 31.10.
All on waggler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like good mate.
Pellet.
What did you think you had in it?
41.
48.2.
48.
8.2.
4 mil banded. Are they all going in one?
Yeah, 2 more in one bag.
They're all going in one. Ain't free now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Tom.
$52.9.
Dad, let's have a picture. You've done well, you've had them. It lasts 2 hours, really, haven't you?
Last 2 hours.
Now out in about 4 foot.
We've been wading out.
I chucked it right tight a few times, but they were
It's
out
okay.
there. Never had a fish.
52.6.
No, I'll make sure you first to know.
I'll be fishing Tuesday now. Be fishing Tuesday.
Yeah. $57.10.
55.
Oh yeah, 55. Yeah. Oh, net violation.
Net violation.
Net violation!
Dear.
I thought there was.
Only £2 though. Yeah, stop.
38.1.
Hello, your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.